A heartbeat is one of the first signs that a baby is growing inside the womb. The heart begins as a tube, which swells and starts to flutter just 4 weeks after conception. The tube then folds to create 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles. After birth, the right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs, where the blood picks up more oxygen, and the left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. Very rarely, something goes wrong during cardiac development, causing what's known as a single ventricle defect, or SVD. In some cases, the ventricle that should pump oxygenated blood around the body is small and underdeveloped. In other cases, it's the right ventricle that should pump deoxygenated blood to the lungs that is defective. These hearts usually have a permanent hole in the wall between the 2 atria. A third kind of SVD occurs when there's also a hole between the 2 ventricles, and when the valve that should connect the right-hand chambers is missing. The holes mean that deoxygenated and oxygenated blood can mix, and this mixed blood is pumped to the lungs and the body, reducing oxygen supplies to vital organs. Yet for these babies, having a hole between the left and right sides of the heart can be life-saving. Without a hole, either the lungs or the body would end up being starved of blood. Thankfully, SVDs are rare. Only around 9 out of 100,000 people have one. We don't really know what causes them. It's likely that genetics plays a role, but scientists haven't yet pinned down the responsible genes. Babies born with an SVD are treated through a sequence of surgeries, with the ultimate aim to have the heart only pump oxygenated blood. The first surgery is performed just days after birth. The surgeons add a tube to connect the 2 arteries that carry blood out of the heart. This ensures that some blood reaches both the lungs and the body. At 6 months, surgeons remove this tube and instead begin to create a route for deoxygenated blood to bypass the heart and flow directly to the lungs. Finally, when the child is 3 years old, the remaining vein that delivers deoxygenated blood to the heart is disconnected. Now that all 3 surgeries are complete, the heart only pumps oxygenated blood, eradicating the problem of mixed blood in the body. Sadly, some babies with SVDs don't live long enough for surgery. So surgeons are developing a procedure to begin treatment in the womb. If the fetal heart has a deformed ventricle, but doesn't have a hole between the atria, then surgeons can insert a fine needle into the fetal heart to create a hole. This allows the blood to mix and prevents a dead end in the heart circulation. This kind of surgery is still being tested, but it offers hope for better treatment options in the future.